So I welcome you, all of you, in this session, which we call as holding space. The vision or the invocation behind this session is that many a times, more often than not, we go through real disturbances, either emotional or mental disturbances. Both of them are linked, and maybe hurts. We feel hurt at times, and obviously, no one wants to be hurt, right? It's not fun to be hurt. And in those phases of upheavals, we look or try to seek for a place which is peaceful, which is which has clarity, and which is more compassionate within our being. And it's amazing paradox that in the middle of all confusion, there is this space which we have availability to, which we have access to 24/7. It's pretty obvious that it exists, the space in the middle of confusion, which is full of clarity. And this session, holding space, or our other sessions like meeting life as it is, or meeting emotions, these sessions are a prayer and invocation, in the sense that going through all those upheavals, uh, can we find this space? Can we get in touch with this space which is peaceful, which is calm, still, which does not have any confusion, and which is available to us 24/7? And how to do that? How to do that? And what is the benefit? The benefit is that we get to live a life from a space which is, which is which has clarity, the space which has clarity, the space which has a larger vision, a space which is not hurt. In the middle of the hurt, I have access to a space which is not hurt. So it's always amazing to take decisions, or uh, have behavior or actions or words coming from that space, rather than actions coming from hurt, which actually end up hurting others again. It's like a vicious loop that goes on and on. Actions coming from confusion land me up in more confusion, and we have all tasted that. So yeah, so that's the prayer, that's the invocation, and we all go through that. It cannot be that being a human being, we are not going through challenges. It's something which is a part of each one of us, and there is nothing to be ashamed of. First of all, there is nothing to be feeling guilty of ki, is it just happening with me? Am I worthy enough? Am I deserving enough? Does this happen with other people also? And yes, it happens with each one of us. Each one of us, we go through mental and emotional challenges. And so the way we are taking nowadays, the approach that we are taking is that uh, whenever I'm hurt, whenever I feel confused, I lack a clarity, I see that I have identified myself to a idea in the mind, to a thought in the mind, to my story, to me as a person. And whenever that identification happens, I get some or the other indication from the intelligence of the being, telling me that you are not that story, you are not that person. And usually the indicators are hurt, uh, you know, um, or the indicators may be, feeling of suffering, a confusion. We are not, the mind is not able to connect the dots, and hence we get this poke, as if because no one likes to suffer, so we get a poke that you are not the story that you are identifying with. And then the question is asked, who am I then? Who am I if I'm not the story? And then we retrace our steps back to the source of all knowing, the one that sees, the one owing to which all is seen, the animating presence within my being. And I go back, trace my steps, and identify, or know, not even identify, know myself as that knowing in my being. That knowing, that pure shining light of awareness is available to me 24/7, because that is who I am. So the approach that we take in these sessions is that we share our confusions, whatever we are dealing with. There may be some challenges, and we maybe reflect over it in silence, and then a few words may come out of that silence, kind of giving it a kind of a collective reflection or contemplation or some insight over that sharing. So this is how we go, and we'll take a pause here, and I would welcome you all again, and would request you that as and when you feel comfortable sharing what you are going through, where is the clarity that I'm seeking, uh, please unmute and share. And if you want to switch on your video, that is also okay. Switching off is also fine. And if you want to type your question or comment or challenge in the chat window, that is also a possibility. Yeah. Yeah, so those of us who have joined us later, this space is a kind of a safe space to share our challenges or emotional disturbances or anything that we are going through in life, so that we go through it in a collective silence, and then something comes up as a reflection, which gives us more clarity on the situation. So feel free to unmute and share whenever you feel ready. Yeah. No, something happened. Yeah, yeah.
Hi,
Gaurav?
this is Gaurav. Yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Just wanted your views on how to deal with a long distance relationship and long separations in these times.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. Yeah. First of all, it's challenging. There is no doubt.
Yeah.
It is challenging, and uh, you know, we all seek intimacy, uh, either with close friends
Mhm.
or people who are really close to us. It not be friends, maybe siblings or family members. And there is something about intimacy which is so special. So would you like to go there? What is there in this intimacy that we really love?
Yeah. Could you come back again, please?
So I'm sharing that the fact is that we all love to be intimate with at least one or two or some persons in our life,
Mhm.
right? So I'm asking you, could you just reflect upon what is so beautiful about being intimate with either people or with myself? We'll come to that later. What is there in intimacy which is so attractive?
Yeah, it's about having somebody to lean on to share your emotional and every other kind of requirements. It's about having somebody when you come back home to discuss things and to just somebody waiting to smile when you come back.
Yeah,
Something, and it's very very important, I think, in anybody's life.
yeah, yeah. So let's go deeper into this, because I think it is this opportunity is giving us a chance to discuss why we feel so beautiful when there is this oneness that we feel with someone, right?
Mhm.
It just tells us that oneness is our true nature. I'm not philosophizing.
Yeah.
It's not philosophy. You see that you feel, for example, the feeling of falling in love. Why is it so special? Because in falling in love, whether it is a romantic relationship or any other relationship, when you are in a kind of in a companionship of love, there is this dissolution of the separate self. Dissolution of ego happens. There is this oneness, as if I expand into the other person, which
Yeah.
usually we don't let it happen.
Mm.
And that is why there is so much beauty that we experience. For example, if we talk about, say, falling in love, we, for some moments, we experience this as if the separate entity called me is dissolving and we are one with each other, right?
Yeah.
So what we are seeking, go close to it. What we are seeking is not uh, the other person. What I am seeking is the dissolution of the separate self. Me being a separate entity alone in this whole world feels actually really, I feel lonely. But when I have this chance of a communion with the other person, it may be a friend or a romantic relationship,
Mhm.
there, in some moments at least, I feel a lack of separation.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so beautiful. So I'm not saying that it's not challenging to be in a long distance relationship. It is definitely challenging. And obviously there can't be anything that we can do about it per se, but we can use this experience as an opportunity to go closer to myself. Because this intimacy that we get a taste of through the other person, this intimacy is our true nature. So you have gotten a chance, I would say, you can use this chance to become more close to yourself, be more a friend of yourself than you have been in past many years. We cannot tolerate somehow our company for a longer time.
Yeah, that's my precise point, and that's what brings the hollowness, the void.
Exactly. What happens is that in the beginning it appears like a hollowness, being
Mhm.
alone all by yourself. In the beginning it may appear like a hollowness, but slowly when you stay with that feeling of emptiness or the void that you say, the feeling of lack, the more you stay with it, you let it stay. Imagine that you're sitting all by yourself in your room and this feeling of lack comes.
Mm.
Okay, so now the moment you notice that feeling of lack, you say to yourself, okay, you have come again, you can stay here for as long as you want. You don't try to fill it up, because filling it up you have already tried, है ना? यही तो करते हैं. The moment I feel restless, I pick up a book. The moment I feel a lack, I maybe switch on a TV or maybe call a friend. So the moment I feel a lack within me, I reinforce that lack by following its dictates, which is telling me, fulfill me, fulfill me, fulfill me. And I have seen that in past, I have tried to fulfill that lack. It appears that it is resolved for some time, but the moment the person is not there, the moment the TV is off, the feeling of lack is back again.
Yeah.
That is my experience. That is your experience, right?
Yeah.
So it appears that the feeling of lack has been taken care of by switching on the TV or by being with that person. But had it actually been taken care of, would it still come again?
Yeah.
So it comes again. We know it is our, it's a general experience. We have already discussed this in previous sessions, that it is our general experience that this feeling of lack comes yet again and again. So what are we going to do? We are not going to either resist it or shoo it away.
Mhm.
Why are you there? Why are you still there? Or we are not going to fulfill its demands. So we are going to stay with it. Now, when I say stay with it, it does not mean that all your focus is on the feeling of lack. It just means you know that the feeling is there, a restlessness in the being is there, an emptiness is there, and you say, I have such an open space, that is what my being is, an open space. I give you a little space to be. You can stay here. So imagine yourself that you are the ocean and you are allowing a wave which has come saying, I am the feeling of lack. You are allowing it to be. But you are not that feeling of lack. You are the ocean. And that is why you can allow the wave to be. Now, whatever action you do, Gaurav, now whatever, you may switch on the TV after some time. You may call up a friend, and that is completely fine. But that call or that Netflix or that TV or whatever will not be coming out of a feeling of lack that you want to fulfill. You are now stationed as the ocean itself, not as the wave, which is a full of lack. So the quality of your conversation with that friend that you call up, or the quality of how you watch TV, that will change. It will not be coming out of a sense of lack within myself. I am not that lack. That lack may come and go. Yes, what were you saying? I think I interrupted you.
I was just saying, what about the insecurities that grow out of such relationships?
Yes.
These are the main.
Yeah. So irritants. The insecurity is that I may lose the other person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, go close to, use this opportunity. I'm very thankful that you are bringing these things up. We can use this opportunity, that the moment I notice this insecurity, tell yourself, or there can be many ways how we go close. You go close to the insecurity and you ask, what all are you threatening me with? What all bad can happen? Tell me. I can lose the person. That is the baddest that can happen.
Yeah.
Right? So people lose people. Right? We lose people. Many a times people even die, whom we really love. So, and we still survive. So you talk it out. एक तरीका ये हो सकता है that we talk it out, we go close. The other way to be with the insecurity, to know what it wants, is the moment the insecurity arises up in your being, that you are feeling insecure, that you may lose the person, he may fall in love with some other person. Again, feel it in your body, where all you feel this feeling of insecurity. In the heart, come back to the body. Do not stay in the thinking domain. Come back to the body. Does it feel like a burning in the heart, or where does it feel? And stay with it. Don't think it out. The moment you think about the insecurity, what happens is that you will think that I am meeting insecurity, but you are not meeting insecurity. You are in the thinking domain. Insecurity is sitting right here in your body. It is wanting to be met. Gaurav, I have come to meet you, it is saying. And where are you? You are not there with the insecurity. You are thinking about what may happen with the insecurity. So it will come again, yet again it will come. Why? Because it has not been met. And I imagine that there is a friend that wants to meet you. And the moment the friend comes to your place, you are just lost in your world. You're not there with the friend. And that friend felt that as if I was not being, met really closely. गौरव तो मुझसे मिला ही नहीं, तो वो फिर से कोशिश करेगा. He wants to have some time with you. But गौरव मिलता ही नहीं है उसको. गौरव बार बार thinking domain में चला जाता है. Gaurav is back again in his stories. He and his stories. So how we go about in these sessions is, the moment I sense an insecurity in my being, I just go close to it.
Mhm.
I stay with it in the body. Where am I feeling it? It's okay. It's okay to feel the sensation. I may be feeling it in the heart or in the legs, in the chest, wherever. We stay with that. But staying with that does not mean that all throughout the time I am thinking about the insecurity. Because
But that
that,
is easier said than done, no?
are you really sure? Are you really sure? Have you ever give it a chance fully? I don't think so. और इसका दावा मैं इसलिए कर रही हूँ क्योंकि we have interacted with people who have been in pain, emotional pain for many years. Huh? Emotional pain and suffering.
Mhm.
And we think that we have met the pain. But whenever pain came to me, I was actually just in my story and I never have met the pain in the body. And that's the reason pain does not go away.
What if you every time feel that howsoever hard you try, pain gets you, you know?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. अब देखो, अब माइंड क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. अब हमने अभी पहला स्टेप तो किया नहीं. This is again, it's not you and me, it's just the domain of the mind. हमने अभी पहला स्टेप नहीं किया. I have not allowed myself to be with the insecurity or with that hollowness. I have not yet allowed. अभी तो सिर्फ बात चल रही है ना. And the mind wants to jump over to the conclusion. And in that, it would also escape the whole process of meeting. And this is not you. This is the trick of the mind, so that the separate sense of self, my ego, can perpetuate itself. Because in not meeting these emotions, in not meeting the pain, in not meeting the sense of lack, the separate self or the mind can forever continue its game. Or the moment you meet the sense of lack, the moment you meet insecurity, आपको चांस ही नहीं मिलेगा कि आपका माइंड आपको परेशान करे या the going lost in the stories of the head.
Okay.
So what we do is we'll give it a chance. We'll give it a chance that whenever, even now, now, for example, we can just try it right now. Now, right now, there is this sense of insecurity in my being. Hmm? Now, if I may ask, or if you are okay with that, where do you feel it in the body? Is there any sensation in the body, or where is it, the feeling of insecurity?
Yeah, it's in the heart, obviously.
In the heart, in the heart.
Yeah.
So is the feeling of lack or insecurity pleasant or unpleasant? Or is it just a sensation?
It's kind of a sensation. It's kind of a, how do I say, it's kind of, it, it's something sinking in, right?
Sinking
I
in.
don't, yeah.
Yeah. And that sinking in that you say, is it like good? Can you call it good or bad? Or is it just okay?
I think it's not good. I think it's not good either.
Okay, so you're saying that it's a bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Now the mind comes in and labels it as I am not liking it, right?
Mm-hmm.
है ना? मानो मेरा हाथ जल गया. Now हाथ जला वो अलग बात है. जैसे माइंड उसको परसीव करेगा, वो क्या बोलेगा? हाथ जल गया, अच्छा नहीं हुआ, right? हाँ. So we will see this happening. That the moment I go close to a sensation, mind jumps in.
Yeah.
Huh? And it wants to label the feeling as good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Now go close again to that feeling without the mind jumping in. Go close, be with it. And see that is it not just a pure raw sensation? It is there. I know that it is there. I also feel it in the body. I feel it. So you go close to the sensation in the body and feel it fully. Be with it. And the mind will again want to jump again. And just avoid for a moment buying into the story of the mind. For a moment, just avoid it. Hmm? So here I am, and I'm with the feeling of insecurity or lack. Okay. Now in this space, I can be for as long as I want. Again, you will have to be no, again and again, the mind will come back again. That's why it has been called the monkey mind. It wants to jump to conclusions. Mystics have said is the monkey mind. So you will see that there is nothing wrong at all being with the sensation of lack. But the mind will yet again come and label it as good or a bad feeling. And in that labeling, what happens is two things happen. One thing that happens is if it is a good feeling, mind says, I want to have more of it.
Yeah.
If it is a bad feeling, mind wants to say, I want to avoid it. तो ये देखो, ये जो गेम शुरू होता है, ये गेम होता है, इसे ही कहते हैं, because ego is originating from the mind, and ego is this sense of lack that we all feel. Sense of being a limited individual who lacks peace and happiness, right? अब mind की seeking and resisting game शुरू हो गई. Good feeling है तो mind क्या बोलेगा? Because mind is forever feeling a restlessness, a lack. It is feeling a lack all the time. I'm not enough. I'm not enough. And when the feeling is good, it will say, I want to have it more so that it fulfills me. Now, it is not you or me. It is the billions of us with whom it happens. The moment I see that the feeling is not a pleasurable feeling, I will want to hide away from it or run away from it, because I don't want to meet that feeling fully. I will tell you why it happens. It happens because in meeting the raw sensation fully, the ego cannot be. The mind cannot be.
These are complex things.
नहीं, complex नहीं, देखो ना आप, if आपने मिराज देखी है, मिराज?
Yeah.
हाँ, सड़कों पे गर्मियों के टाइम में there is this mirage that happens.
Yeah.
What happens? From far it looks like a mirage, or the water is there, and the closer I go, I see that, oh my God, it is not even there. So this is what meeting yourself, meeting your sensations is. The more close you go to these sensations, the more close you go to the movement of the mind, you will see that it is almost like a phantom. It sublimates. It cannot stay in when you are totally aware of these sensations, when you are totally available to these things that are happening. So
But
yeah.
see, Monica, मतलब with no offense, मैं कोई संत नहीं हूँ. I'm a very normal human. You know, it's very, you know, these are all utopian things. What we're talking, it's very difficult to get into that utopian mode, right?
No, see, संत तो मैं भी नहीं हूँ, मेरे 2 बच्चे हैं. संत तो मैं भी नहीं हूँ. But the only thing why this is important for me, and why we hold such spaces, is that no one wants to feel hurt. No one wants to suffer. Just like you shared your incident today, and it is no fun to suffer, right?
Yeah.
So you cannot say that I want to prolong my suffering and I don't want to hear what you are saying. You want to end your suffering. But the thing is that you think, or most of us think, that the ending of the suffering is when I get that person close to me. That is what I think.
Yeah.
But we have seen in past also, when I have been close to that person, that the suffering masks itself away for some moments, but it appears again, and here it is again in this session today. So what we are talking is, we are talking going to the root of the suffering by taking this experience. Now that does not say that you don't fall in love, or you don't have children, or you don't marry. That just tells us that whatever I do, can I rather do it from a state of fullness, that yet I am complete, no one can fulfill me, and yet I want to be with this person because that's what I like, right? Or you want to be a parasite on the other person, that if you are not there in my life, I don't know what will happen, because that is not a relationship, that is a parasite. How a parasite is, for example, जैसे दीमक होता है, दीमक लकड़ी को खा जाता है, वो लकड़ी का फ्रेंड नहीं होता. And this is how we eat people up in our relationship, because we want to then curb on their freedom. जो आप अभी बता रहे थे कि there is this insecurity कि that person may fall in love with some other person. So is it not curbing of somebody's freedom? It is. So if love is coming from a sense of lack, आप ना खुद खुश रह पाओगे, ना वो दूसरा बंदा आपके साथ खुश रह पाएगा. अगर आप ये जारी रखना चाहते हो, go ahead, feel that this talk is utopian, nobody is stopping you, है ना? ये तो हम सिर्फ अपना पक्ष रख रहे हैं. These are just gentle suggestions. You try for some more years. And when in my relationship I come out of a space which is not wanting to eat the other person, कि तुम मेरी जरूरतों को पूरा करो, that is what your purpose is, then there is more love in the relationship. This is what we call unconditional love, which is not dependent on a condition that if you fulfill me, only then I will love you. If you have stopped fulfilling me, then I don't have anything to do with you. This is how we live. So choose for yourself, what is the relationship you would like to have? Would you like to have a parasitic relationship, or would you like to have a relationship which is free, which allow the other person also to evolve and which also gives you space? So this is the choice we have. And obviously, there is no force. There is no force that can be there in these kind of things. If you want to try out, being in a relationship which is coming out of lack, try for some more years. There is no one can stop you, but you will for yourself see that it's not working. It's not working. It has never worked for each one of us. The whole world, the whole planet suffers from this. We can never be really truly happy and in love by eating the other person up for my needs. That's a different fact, that we can be in love with each other, and there can be genuine affection and love and caring. But in wanting the other person to fulfill me, it's actually a dead zone where we enter, and we get hurt and we get suffering again and again, again and again.
Let me think over it.
Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Hi, Monica. I think that was really nice, Gaurav, to share that. Nice talk. I think jahan pe where he says कि नहीं मैं संत नहीं हूँ, and it's a challenge for all of us.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm not going with the ultimate deeper thing, but on practical level, I think what जो block होता है ना, we don't want to do the work that comes with it. वो जो हमारे illusions shattered होते हैं ना, even though we know, we want to hold on to it. के साथ बड़ी attachment होती है हर level पे, and it's a continuous thing, क्योंकि अब it's almost like, पर आपको जब ये when your view changes, when your perception changes, yeah, when you get this knowledge, so it's like you are in the middle, वो attachment के बीच में और एक ये in our this new understanding of what Monica shared.
Yeah.
So I think वहाँ पे you have to kind of वो work के through जाना पड़ता है. And I call it, I have to choose my pain or I have to choose my hard. Hard दोनों ही है. तो एक बारी वो है कि अब for me I think इतने साल इतनी बारी try कर लिया, कितनी बारी और सीख के करना है, so that sort of thing. So it's just for Gaurav कि I know वो संत नहीं है, and you think, or because actually हम संत नहीं है, क्योंकि संत तो जंगल में जाके बैठ जाते हैं, because we are in the middle of chaos, और भी जरूरत है. That's what I remind myself. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So and we think it gets overwhelming, but I think I have come down to मेरे जो personally what I use is कि it really comes down to इतना heavy mind बना देता है ना उसको, but it's actually just choosing. I know we say now it's choosing in just एक emotion, एक वो moment में ही choose करना होता है which way you want to go. Like how Monica said कि तुमने reinforce करना है उस ego को या उस resistance को reinforce करना है कि तुमने इस openness space को reinforce करना है. तो जितना उस space में जाते रहते हैं and you have to do it moment by moment and it builds up. It's almost like you start opening up in that space.
Yeah.
Yes. And again, just as Jasmine said, it is hard work, but then I choose my hard work, whether I want to again bang my head on the wall and wait for the other person, when will he fulfill me, when will she fulfill me, and keep on doing that forever. तो वो भी hard work ही है, देखा जाए तो वो भी hard work है, because it's no fun to suffer and get hurt and be in this waiting forever, right? It is no fun. So whether I want to be there doing the hard work or whether I want to come close to my own self and do the hard work. Yeah.
I like to share my personal thing yesterday. So we are in a lockdown in Toronto, Canada here. So yesterday was Saturday, was day off for my husband, my son. So बड़ा अच्छा दिन चल रहा था, अच्छा बोला, but I felt very depressed. मैंने कहा this lockdown is getting down to me. This lockdown, I felt the depression, and then a half day निकाल दिया in that depression, and then in the evening, and I was busy doing things because daily, you have things to do, but it was bothering me. So I actually had to take out time to sit with it. And I thought, I mind starts building, geez, one thing after the other. But, then seeing, remembering this, meeting with it, what is it? It actually went away. I woke up like it just sort of, dissipates apne aap hi, that sensation. And this is what I'm saying, one practice, but it took me a couple of hours to actually go through, कि अपने आप को सिर्फ बिठाने में to actually get to that stage. But it's all about practice again, and I know I'll come through it again in some other form, or resistance comes up again and again. So that's where that's why I'm here in this session, remembering again.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yes. It's almost like as if we have to come out of an old habit, and the old habit is identifying myself with the thought, the feelings, and the body. This is the old habit, and which creates this imaginary mirage called the ego, me and my story, right? So it's our old habit. And as Jasmine was sharing, it is hard work, and it will come again and again. The mind will yet again come and put your story in front. This is how you got hurt, now take the revenge, or this is what happened to you and your story. What would you do? But the more and more we go close to these things, we see that there is never a resolution that is found in the domain of thinking. Almost never. ऐसा लगता है कि उलझी हुई गांठें हैं, it's like entangled knots, in the story, and there is no sira that I am able to find to resolve those knots. So the stories of each one of us is a mess. Don't think that only your story is a mess. My story, if I go into the story, it's such an entangled mess that there is no clarity that I can ever have there. So the only kind of solution, the permanent solution to this misery is, the moment I see myself going and identifying to my story, I may get hurt or involved into the story for some time, may get depressed. That is okay, right? I go back again and see myself as pure awareness, the one who is experiencing all this, the pure light of consciousness. There is no resolution on earth for this misery, because I have identified myself at a wrong place. अगेन उस दिन हम बात कर रहे थे, यू नो, एंड आई वुड लाइक टू ब्रिंग इट अप अगेन. पेन जब आता है बॉडी में, तो पेन क्या होता है? पेन इंडिकेटर होता है अपना हाथ आग से निकाल लो. मेरा आग में हाथ जा रहा है, मेरे को बॉडी में पेन हो रहा है, तो बॉडी की इंटेलिजेंस बता रही है अपना हाथ आग से निकाल लो, जल जाओगे. दिस इज व्हाई पेन हैज कम. सो व्हाट पेन इज टू द बॉडी, दैट इज सफरिंग टू द माइंड. When the mind goes and identifying itself to the story, me and my story, me and this person, who is this lack, who is this restlessness, वहां पे हमको क्या मिलता है? हम सबको पता है, suffering. We only get suffering there. Emotional pain, heartache and suffering. And that is the intelligence of the being telling me, you have identified yourself as the wrong place. आप वो नहीं हो जो आप सोच रहे हो आप हो. तो सोल्यूशन कहाँ मिलता है हमको? वी गो डीपर इन द बीइंग, क्लोज टू द बॉडीली सेंसेशंस, एंड वी सी आवरसेल्व्स एज प्योर, द वन हु सीज ऑल द ड्रामा हैपनिंग, द वन हु प्लेज द रोल इन द ड्रामा, हु इज द एक्टर ऑफ दैट रोल, हु इज नॉट दैट रोल. You know, imagine there is on the screen movie going on. अब मूवी में तो क्राइम भी होते हैं ना, मूवी में सब कुछ होता है, मूवी में बहुत बर्बादी होती है. तो अगर मैं मूवी का कैरेक्टर बन जाऊं तो मैं भी बर्बाद, यू नो, मेरा पूरा दिन बर्बाद. But the moment I see the movie is over and the only thing that is left is the screen, oh my God, a realization will come. Oh my God, it was just a movie. It was just the blank screen on which these images were appearing. That is what we do in these sessions. If I know myself as the blank screen on which images and things and my story happens, I do not have to be afraid or insecure of anything. प्रॉब्लम कब आती है, इनसिक्योरिटी कब होती है? जब मेरी जान ले लेती है इनसिक्योरिटी. व्हेन द मूवी ऑफ इनसिक्योरिटी इज गोइंग ऑन एंड आई हैव टोटली बिकम दैट रोल हु इज इनसिक्योर. I do not see the larger picture. I am the screen on which the movie is happening. And then the suffering prolongs and continues. And ये किसी संत के लिए नहीं है. You know, as Gaurav ji was sharing, this is not for saints. Saint को क्या करना है? Saint तो चला गया अपना वन में. हम है ना जो जीवन में है, हम हैं जो 5 लोगों से बात करते हैं दिन में, हम हैं जिनके माँ बाप हैं और या सिबलिंग्स हैं या फ्रेंड्स हैं जिनके साथ हमारा इंटरेक्शन होता है. तो शांति की किसको ज्यादा जरूरत है? जिसके पास भसड़ मची हुई है या जिसके पास शांति की खूब अवेलेबिलिटी है? भसड़ तो हमारी लाइफ में है ना. सो शांति की अर्जेंसी किसको है? मुझको. बिकॉज नो वन लाइक्स टू बी इन द भसड़. सो दिस शेयरिंग इज नॉट फॉर द सेंट्स. Saints have their own work to do. They are doing it. This sharing is for for people who are actively involved in life. I'm not saying saint's life is not alive. That is also alive, but that is a different domain. He's also doing so many things which are changing our lives. We don't even have any idea. Right? But when I am this householder, when I am living in relationships, then how to bring more and more of love and joy in my life rather than misery and suffering. तू मेरी टांग पकड़, मैं तेरी टांग पकड़ता हूँ. You know, किसको भी मजा नहीं आता उसमें. उसमें तो बार बार दर्द ही होता है, दिल दुखता है. दिल दुखना किसको पसंद है? So if we do not use each and every experience in going back to who I am, you know, एक गंदा सीन चल रहा है मूवी में, खो गई उसमें, रोने लग गई, सब कुछ कर गया. The moment I become aware, it is just a screen on which this is happening. I am that screen. The images will come and go. The feelings will come and go. Who am I? I am not the feeling. अब आपको ये यूटोपियन लग रहा था, आप देखो बिल्कुल यूटोपियन नहीं है. This is so practical. Without this, we actually create so much of violence in our life. You know, there is so much of violence in our relationships. We eat each other up. We do not allow each other to evolve. हम स्पेस ही नहीं छोड़ते हैं दूसरे बंदे के लिए. एक बार किसी को अगर माँ या बाप या बीवी या पति बना लिया, बस उसको आप समझ लो कि उसकी तो लाइफ पे हमने कब्जा कर लिया. डू यू थिंक दिस इज द बेस्ट वे टू लिव? कब्जा करके जीना है ना. उसमें उसका भी आपने रोल, उसको सिर्फ एक रोल में सीमित कर दिया, तू मेरी बीवी है. या तू मेरा पति है, उस रोल में बेचारा पूरी जिंदगी भर वो फंसा रहेगा। यही तो होता है हमारी माओं के साथ। क्या होता है, तुम माँ हो, अब वो पूरी जिंदगी जिंदगी भर she would not be able to explore any other role than being a mother. And do we think this is the best way to live? Living in these sucking relationships which suck each other's blood out. That's why it's urgent for us. Again and again, remembering myself as who I truly am. A hurt comes, a suffering comes, use it immediately. That I have again identified myself with the story. And one can later even laugh over it. And now true compassion can come. How? Because if I can go through that hurt and identify with the story, and yet I can remember, and in moments I can also be that peace and joy and happiness for no reason. If I can do it, you can also do it, because you also do the same. You also get identified in the story, and you can also do the remembrance and know who you truly are. एक जैसे ही तो हैं हम सब. And that's what holding space does. We hold space for each other. कि जो तेरे साथ हो रहा है वो मेरे साथ भी होता है. उसमें कुछ ऐसा नया भी होगा, नए एलिमेंट्स भी होंगे, बट स्टोरी सबकी एक जैसी ही है. दूसरे लोगों से मांगा, दूसरे लोगों से नहीं मिला. वहां सिर पीटा, बहुत पीटा, सालों तक पीटा, फिर भी नहीं मिला. सफर किया, सफर किया, सफर किया, और अब लगने लगा कि वहां तो नहीं मिलेगा. This is the story of the mankind. अब कहां मिलेगा? जहां जहां देख लिया है वहां नहीं मिलेगा. कौन सी जगह है जो नहीं देखी है? ये. इससे तो हमेशा दूर भागते रहे. कहां रहे? दिमाग में. तो जो फुलफिलमेंट है, जो कंटेंटमेंट है, जो हम ढूंढते हैं अपने इंटीमेट रिलेशनशिप्स में, अल्टीमेटली आप इमेजिन करो ना, इफ द इंटीमेट रिलेशनशिप इज नॉट गिविंग यू पीस, कंटेंटमेंट एंड हैप्पीनेस, वुड यू स्टिल फॉल फॉर इट? सोच के देखो. जैसे हम बच्चों की बात करते हैं, है ना, वी रेज अप किड्स, वी रेज अवर चिल्ड्रन. इफ हैविंग चिल्ड्रन and raising up a child does not give me joy, will I still do it? I will not be able to do it. So if intimate relationships, or the, as you were sharing, the long distance relationship, if the relationship stops to give you joy and happiness, will you still be after it? You cannot be after it. So what we actually seek is joy and happiness and oneness and this feeling of, being one with each other. We do not seek curbing each other's freedom. That is not the way. That just happens by the way. What we actually truly seek is contentment, peace, joy and happiness. और वो अलग बात है कि हमें लगता है कि वो बंदा दे रहा है, बट जब इसके पास जाते हैं तो पता लगता है कि यार वो बंदा अगर दे रहा होता, और वो ट्रूली अगर दे ही रहा होता, तो क्या उस बंदे के जाने से वो भी चला जाता? ये कैसा देना है कि बंदा अगर नहीं है तो कंटेंटमेंट ऑफ पीस और हैप्पीनेस भी नहीं है. ये कैसा देना है? इसका मतलब तो देना हुआ ही नहीं, दे के ले लिया किसी ने. तो क्या हम इसको समझ सकते हैं ये हो क्या रहा है? And again, if we talk about, as you were sharing, the relationship, as you were sharing, that when I am in that moment of communion with the other person, what actually happens is the feeling of being a separate person dissolves. That is what gives you joy. I may be thinking that person and that activity is giving me joy, and that activity is just doing what? It is dissolving the sense of separation. And that is why you feel your joy. That is why we feel the happiness and contentment. So can I actually turn within and look for this contentment and joy and the dissolution of separate self without dependent on ऑब्जेक्ट्स, पर्सन्स एंड रिलेशनशिप्स, क्योंकि वो तो आएंगे और जाएंगे, ये तो नियम है ना, ये तो नियम है जीवन का. This is how things are. Things come and go, people come and go. So even if it's my fondest relationship, it will come and go. I have to be ready for that. I cannot make it my handicap. But if I use the opportunity that yes, I am enjoying, what is it that I truly enjoy? It is this sense of dissolution of my separate entity. Now, can this dissolution happen even when that the person is not there? ये हम करना चाह रहे थे जब हम आपके साथ गौरव जी कर रहे थे going close to the sensation.
Yep.
Yeah. Because when you go really close to the sensation and you are not in your head, you will see that there is a dissolution happening. You and the sensation are one. There is nothing in you that is trying to shoo that sensation away. And the person who wants to shoo the sensation away, वही है वो separate self जिसकी हम बात कर रहे थे, जो intimate relationship में dissolve होता सा feel होता है. You know, whenever something beautiful is happening, that a sense of dissolution happens. That is why the beauty is experienced. तो एक मैंने एक बहुत ही सुंदर, you know, I read a metaphor which I shared in earlier sessions. Let me share it again. You know, just imagine that there is this blue sky and there are dark clouds one day. Huh? So blue sky may appear in patches. Zyada jagah kya hai? Dark clouds. More space is organized or taken up by the dark clouds. And the blue space may appear in patches. It may give us the feeling कि blue space आती है चली जाती है, आती है चली जाती है. ऐसा ही लगता है ना, happiness आती है चली जाती है. अपनी लाइफ में ऐसा ही लगता है ना. हैप्पीनेस आई थी उस बंदे के साथ, चली गई, आई थी चली गई. सो द ब्लू स्काई मे अपीयर इन पैच, बट व्हाट इज द ट्रूथ? द ट्रूथ इज दैट दैट इज एवर प्रेजेंट. दैट इज एवर प्रेजेंट. The only thing that happens is that it gets masked by the cloud. And what is the dark cloud? The dark cloud is me and my story and my hurt and my suffering. That is the dark cloud. So can I tap into that sky when I am going through a dark cloud? Can I know myself as the blue sky which is forever present, even when the dark cloud may be there? This is the resolution that we seek. And it is not to say that the dark cloud would not happen again. It may happen again. It may yet happen again. But if I have again and again this remembrance of who I truly am, it will be very easy for me then, you know, kind of to know, again fall back into remembrance, who I truly am is not a dark cloud. This happiness is even present when the person is not there. Can I tap into that? Can I tap into that? और आप देखो उसके बाद आप बहुत सुंदर कुछ होगा जो आप कर पाओगे. आप उस बंदे को अपनी नीड नहीं बनाओगे, क्योंकि जिस भी चीज को हम अपनी नीड बना लेते हैं उस चीज का हम दुर्व्यवहार करते हैं, उस चीज के साथ हम बदसलूकी करते हैं, है ना. अभी हम आज सुबह कहीं गए थे, वी वर देयर इन द मॉर्निंग समवेयर एंड वी सॉ दैट ग्रीन पैचेस ऑफ लैंड वर just going to be erased for a broader highway. Need bana liya na, or for that need now I will have to do molestation of the nature, and I don't even realize that that nature, I am not separate from nature. Human beings are a part of nature. So if I kill the nature, I am actually killing a part of myself. So if I make the other person a need for my happiness, I will actually be suffocating the other person, and it is no fun to get suffocated. क्या आप चाहेंगे ऐसी relationship? It is such a cruel thing to do in our relationship. We all do that, but we also have a chance not to do that. तो अगेन रिलेशनशिप भी होगी, प्यार भी होगा, एवरीथिंग विल बी देयर, बट एक दूसरे की मोलेस्टेशन नहीं होगी, एक दूसरे की एक दूसरे को बैसाखी नहीं बनाना पड़ेगा, एंड देन इट विल बी रियली फन. Okay, yes, sure, Gaurav, thank you for sharing your experiences. Yeah,
Thank you, Monica. Thank you very much.
yeah. Yes. Anything else? Anyone who would like to share? Snehi, if you would like to share something today. Yes, Jasmine. Yeah. So you are saying we actually kind of use our body, yes, sensations to get in touch with ourselves. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And then we see that as we were exploring with Gaurav, that there is nothing wrong in the feeling of insecurity. It can be allowed. But what we do is we begin to think about the insecurity. We may feel that I have been meeting insecurity, but that is not meeting insecurity. So when we become available to insecurity, how does it feel? How does the raw sensation of insecurity feel in the body? That is where we find our resolution. And again, the mind will come again and again, wanting to resist. And then we will say, okay, resistance, you are allowed. Now, I will not begin to think about the resistance. I will not begin to uh, do what resistance asks me to do, which is to get up and do not be with the sensation. So, not following the dictates, neither going into the thinking domain, because that is not meeting the sensation. We use the body for coming back home to ourselves, and then we see that there is no issue at all. The dark clouds can come and go. I'm just there. I'm available. So we get, if I can say, we get available to a larger part of ourselves. So thoughts, feelings, sensations are also a part of ourselves, but there is also a larger being in us which we are mostly unaware of, because we are mostly identified with either the thought, feeling, sense perceptions and all that. But what we do here, when we stay with the sensation, we have actually become the space unknowingly, because a sensation cannot stay with the sensation. Space can allow the sensation. Space is saying, okay, you are most welcome. So in that moment, when I am allowing the sensation to be in the body, I am actually the space. So I enlarge, I become who I truly am. We are limitless. We may feel that we are limited, but we all have a sense that we are limitless, because no one of us likes to be in limits. That's the check. I don't like when I'm suffocated, right? Why is it that I don't like it? Because suffocation is not my true nature. Being a sensation, being a feeling, being a thinking, or being a thought is not who I truly am. It may be part of my being, but that is not, yes, it's the feeling of freedom that we seek. Yes, yes. And that day, I don't know if you were there or not, I read this beautiful kind of a example that was given, that a ball, imagine that there is a ball that can be squeezed. So you squeeze that ball, compress it, and there is a tension in that ball, and that is the tension all of us feel, the tension of the ego. Now this compressed ball is the ego. Ego has a remembrance of her true nature. What was the true nature? The relaxed ball, which is the fullness, the awareness, the limitlessness. Now, when I am compressed, when I'm acting as an ego, when I'm acting as my story, I have a remembrance of who I truly am. And that is why I seek to be free of that situation. That is why I seek peace and clarity. That is why I seek happiness, because happiness, the fullness, is my true nature. So there is a memory in me. When I am compressed as an ego, when I have identified as an ego, I feel really compressed and I don't want to be here. I'm seeking fulfillment. But what happens is that instead of going back here, what I do is I go back here, but I do that based on something external, through a person, through a situation, through a substance, through a drug, through an activity. So those things and activity or persons, they give me a feeling of this again and again. But then I'm totally anchored on those situations, and situations change. So I get suffering, right? So what happens is that if I now take this compression as a signal that this is not who I truly am, and I fall back into remembrance of my fullness, more and more know myself as the fullness, this is how I can begin to live. Now this may happen again, but this will also happen more often, because this is my true nature. This is tension. A spring, if you kind of compress a string, there is always a tension there. Yes, I also love this metaphor. It just explains our states so beautifully, that we always are living in tension. But then the moment I am living in the remembrance of my fullness, that knowing I am that happiness that I seek, so there is nowhere I need to go. And then coming out of that happiness, whenever we interact with persons, relationships, or job and all that, then I will not be dependent on the other person for making me this. So this, I am this, and you make me this. So this dependency will not be there. And that's only how true relationship can flower then. Then I'll not be eating up the other person, which we do more often than not. In the beginning, we are so used to the suffering or living as ego that we are almost numb to ourselves. And as you were sharing, Jasmine, in the beginning, that कि अब आपका pattern change हो रहा है, you are now living from a newer understanding of yourself. So there is this phase which may stretch a long time also. There is this phase where the moment you begin to get identified as the ego, you sense that tension very strongly. And you know that something wrong has happened. And Mother and Sri Aurobindo call it as a sense of unease. that there is almost a heaviness on your heart or a knot in the chest or something like that. And that is again a signal from the intelligence of the being, that again the identification of a separate person with the separate person, a separate story has happened. And so as if I'm increasing my sensitivity. Earlier I was that knot on the chest all the time. Now more and more I am becoming the space. I am realizing, actually not becoming, realizing myself as the space. The moment that compression happens, I immediately become very sensitive. I see that, oh my god, something has happened which is not right, I'm not this. And this is the period where it's almost like a tension that is created, and you see it, you become sensitive to it. You have more of these movements. Now it is not that more of these movements are happening, it is just that movements were happening already, this compression was already happening, but now I am available to see the compression happening. So लगता ऐसा है कि I am identified again and again with the ego, but it is not like that. Earlier I was living as the ego. Now I am living more and more as the new understanding of my true self. So the ego thing becomes more and more as if it becomes obvious, so I'm able to see it more clearly कि हाँ ये हो रहा है, हाँ ये हो रहा है, हाँ ये हो रहा है, so that sensitivity as if is arising in the being, which may appear as the instances happening more often, but it's not like that. It's just that I'm becoming more and more sensitive to whenever that knot in the chest happens, or whenever that heaviness happens, because now heaviness is not my true nature, which was for many years. Yeah, we talk about Mother and Sri Aurobindo. There they talk about this sense of ease and unease. You will feel an unease that there is something wrong that has happened, and then one can again, maybe sit back in silence and see and resolve it immediately, because now I'll not be able to take that burden for a longer time, which was my capacity earlier. So burden लेने की capacity जो है वो decrease हो जाती है, which is what we call as nirmal man, कि मन थोड़ा, yeah, exactly, meet it with curiosity. Yes, beautiful. Yeah. And one can even laugh over it after it has happened, because कि oh my god, फिर से मतलब फिर से again the same thing, same game, but in a different disguise. It doesn't appear as the same thing, but in different disguises.
It's true. It brings lightness in you. वो heaviness नहीं, it brings lightness in you. And actually, then you can probably sometimes carry out your day-to-day transactions in a lighter way. बड़ी से बड़ी चीजें तुम कर लेते हो, because वो heaviness जो उससे associated होती है, which you can call stories or whatever, वो actually तुम्हारे experience में जो dissolve होती है ना, the experience of it brings a different kind of what you call certitude.
Yeah.
Brings a different kind of certitude. We deprive ourselves of that experience. It just came out loud when I was talking to you, but that's, I think, how
You're
it
right. Yeah, we do deprive ourselves. Yes. And as and when we become ready, we can choose now not to deprive. Yeah. I feel that we are so wounded somewhere, and the wounds are at so many places, and one is obviously not aware of all those wounds, and you don't even, one doesn't even get to know, and one gets, kind of poked in that wound, and immediately that story comes back again, and the whole sense of me being a separate person, separate entity comes back again, springs back into action as if it never went away. And obviously we cannot ever know that at how many places that separate entity is wounded. Obviously we cannot know that. The only thing that can happen is to fall back and know ourselves as the one which was never ever wounded. So in the middle of all the wounds, one is just completely healthy. And this is what we call our sadhana. This is for each one of us, reminding ourselves again and again that yes, the wound may be there, but there is also a larger part of me, uh, which is not this illusion of the wound. The wound is nothing but a passing phase. So again and again, one, this is what is called sadhana, or surma. When Kabir says, you are my warrior, the sadhak, true sadhak is my warrior. Now it actually takes a lot of guts to leave the story, to abandon the story immediately, no matter how wounded you may be feeling, as soon as one becomes capable, and go back into that deep sea of lightness and happiness and joy, which is forever present. This is what being a warrior is, that to leave apart all the so-called rubbish of me and my story immediately whenever one is ready, and go back, plunge into this openness, the wideness, the vastness, limitlessness which is available to me each and every moment. And yet again some other wound may be poked, but then I know this space within, I know this space, so I can make so-called frequent visits more and more, and begin to live from that space more and more. And these so-called fallings, if I can say fallings, falling back into my story, I think this is also very grounding in one sense. I personally see it as very grounding, because होता क्या है कि if कुछ टाइम तक एक अच्छा so called अच्छा समय चल रहा होता है ना, so somehow one begins to have again stories about that अच्छा समय. हाँ, अच्छा समय तो हुआ अपने में, it was more like an happening. Thought comes on later and call it, hey dude, you did it, that अच्छा समय is a medal on your chest or whatever. So the moment this again a story is bringing up, you fall back into so-called failure of identifying with the story again. And I think these moments are very, where you feel again that tension and heaviness. And these moments personally for me have been very very grounding, because that also bring forth a lot of compassion, because I am also going through it. And so there is, I'm no special, you are special too. I am no special, because I also go through that tensions and compressions and falling and droppings and all that. So that brings us more, if I can say, compassionate and at a ground level with each other. You're not up high in the air, that you are all sorted with your feelings, emotions, and everything is hunky dory. That is not the case. So for me these things have been very very grounding in nature, and whenever such a phase passes by, I actually feel more grounded and grateful, and uh, kind of thankful of for going through that challenge or dark phase. It just shows us some other aspect of our being. शायद तभी शायद कबीर बोलते हैं ना, मतलब इसके बारे में कि साधु को तब तक माया से भय करना होता है जब तक पिंजर में सांस है. As long as you have breath in the body, so long that this illusion will stay. this identification with the separate entity, with my story, with my thoughts, emotions, and feelings. So one cannot relax actually at any moment, although one is relaxed in one's being. But this alertness that, yes, again, the identification with the story has happened. This has to be a continuous sadhana, a never ending sadhana. Again, but this is not something uh, which is boring, which I think this is absolutely adventurous. The path itself is absolutely adventurous, and that's what kind of propels us forward and forward and forward.
Actually, I'm trying to share something, but my mind just went blank. I think my mind wants to sort of resolve or something, but I'm actually enjoying the silence. It's funny. Unmuted few times to chat, but I actually just want to stay in this silence. It's like a story या कुछ वो something to talk about, जैसे कोई अगली पिछली कुछ और. But I'm actually liking this silence now. This is a beautiful feeling after all this talk. But it's funny, so many times we do that, कि किसी को बात ही करते करते कि बातें करते जस्ट बातें करने के लिए अगली पिछली खोल लेते हैं पास्ट में या दूसरी. And act, yeah.
You're right.
So I'll just unmute.
There is this feeling of discomfort many a times which comes with the silence. And
no, actually, it's a beautiful feeling. But मेरे को है कि look, her mind is like, oh, थोड़ी session है, चलो बात कर लेते हैं, जैसे सब कुछ इकट्ठा कर लो. Really,
yeah,
it's a never-ending thing, right?
true.
It's just your silence messaging.
True. It's almost, Jasmine, the moment you said never ending, again, that illusion of identifying with my story is also never ending.
That's true.
And this silence is also never ending. This eternal happiness at the background is also never ending. So it's as if, we say that God created world in his own, as his own shadow. So just like God is
actually लगता है कि what, ये क्या मजाक है? मजाक ही है.
Yeah.
I mean, this it actually feels like, I know it's I actually feel the depth. I know it seems like I'm saying that, but मजाक ही है, play सा ही है, when they say
True.
play है तो truly play ही है.
True. Beautiful that one is able to see that. Yeah.
I think there are only 4 of us, so I would like to call out Taru. वो कुछ बोलती नहीं है. So that's I can call.
बुलाओ, आपके बोलने से शायद बोल दे.
She's just listening to it quietly. So
बोलो, आवाज लगाओ.
Taru. No.
She must be there. I'm sure she's there.
Yeah, actually my headphones का mic खराब हो गया है, so I have to actually be in a silent room if I have to remove and add on. But in the holding circles, I just like listening because there's a lot to take in.
If there is anything, Reggie and Taru, I think we have last 10-15 minutes. So Reggie, Taru, if you have anything to share.
Reggie, are you saying anything? Let's start. Actually, Reggie's gone. No, Reggie's here. Sorry. Actually, we are just four of us now. Okay. Sorry, I'm a bit.
I'm here. No, Monica, it was a very well articulated session. That this reinstates a lot of things that you have already said and have taught people also. So, thank you.
Yeah. So गए हो क्या Reggie? You feel very sleepy.
No, I sound like that. No.
Yeah. Okay. As Jasmine shared no मजाक तो ये तो खिलवाड़ एक word होता है ना Jasmine खिलवाड़
Yeah,
क्या
that's what it is. It's a play. You know, I read it in scriptures. ये तो, I mean, being exposed to Sikh family and all that. तो उसमें भी it actually makes sense. अब उन चीजों की कि ना ये सारा दुनिया खेल तमाशा है and all that. And but I know to say it and to experience it, and like right now I'm just enjoying the lightness. You know, normally I come to this session जैसे homework लेके, like in the back of the mind के ये भी आज resolve कर लेना, ये भी आज resolve कर लेना.
Yeah.
So, you know, of course we can talk about so many things going on, but I actually I realize in this session today, like I'm really enjoying this feeling, Alex. अभी पिछले 5-10 minutes में it's just beautiful lightness. उसके साथ भी बैठना नहीं आता, you know. Uncomfortable, uneasiness से भी भागते हैं, easiness से भी भागते हैं, sort of. It's almost like कि easiness के भी used to नहीं है, you know. इतनी conditioning हो चुकी है कि easiness में भी नहीं भागते. Look for something.
It's almost like, you know, उस दिन यशो जी से बात हो रही थी ना, were you there?
I think so.
उस दिन बात हो रही थी ना, when यशो जी was sharing कि एक फीलिंग ऑफ एम्प्टीनेस सी फील होती है, पेन एंड सफरिंग वाले सेशन में था, है ना शायद.
Yes.
ऑलमोस्ट लाइक यू नो कि 20 लोगों के साथ रहने की आदत थी, 100 लोगों के साथ, अब बिल्कुल वो सब घर छोड़ के चले गए हैं, यू नो, रेफरिंग टू थॉट्स एंड सेड इन द, और अब इतना खालीपन फील हो रहा है कि करो क्या सब इस एम्प्टीनेस के साथ, क्या करना है. तो द माइंड इज स्टिल देयर. वो कह रहे हैं कि आप इस एम्प्टीनेस का करना क्या है, मतलब करना जरूर है, कुछ करना जरूर है.
Yes, and that, you know, that for the longest time मेरी यही चीज से stuckness थी. I used to fill it up. अब जैसे resistance की thought नहीं, तो पर जैसे spiritual talk ही होगी या learning somehow उससे fill करने लगे. Somehow it justified that, you know, क्योंकि because it wasn't being on the TV or distracted with other alcohol or food, तो वो justified लगता था.
बिल्कुल.
So but lately what happened with me was कि मेरे physically I was so tired. It just happened I had a concussion कि मुझसे कुछ पढ़ा ही नहीं जा रहा था.
हाँ, अच्छा.
It was a beautiful. Now I'm looking at it. It was nice. मुझसे actually कुछ comprehend नहीं हो रहा था. You know, for I had a concussion about 5 weeks ago, so I had really hard time. So I was missed text messages be like I couldn't. I just what, but it was beautiful on its own. It kind of, I didn't read anything. Amazing. I had no choice but to, you know, kind of sit with it. And I actually, I'm liking the silence. It's मुझे अब ये नहीं लगता कि मुझे कुछ पहले होता था, वही मैं कह रही हूँ, पहले पता था कि कुछ पता नहीं क्या बाहर से ढूंढ रही हूँ. I'm actually realizing it now in this session. I was talking to in the last 10-15 minutes that this is what I've been experiencing.
Beautiful.
And there is, it's really,
Wow.
I know it's a really nice feeling. Yeah.
This is the grace, you know, when it's like ये जो ऐसे experiences होते हैं ना, for example near death experiences, or where the mind is forced to not to work. There होता क्या है कि it's like the blank space of awareness which was forever there in the background now gets a chance to shine, and this is the peace that we feel, the contentment that we feel owing without any reason. और कबीर कहते हैं ना, पोथी पढ़ पढ़ जग मुआ. Exactly, yeah, Taru, stillness, that stillness that one feels in these moments where the mind is dumbfounded, you know, the mind is forced not to work. So Kabir says, as you were sharing, कि पहले spiritual ज्ञान से मन करता है उसको भर लो, है ना, उस खाली जगह. कहते हैं, कबीर कहते हैं, पोथी पढ़ पढ़ जग मुआ, पंडित भया ना कोई, ढाई आखर प्रेम के पढ़े सो पंडित हुए. And what is that prem that he is referring to? It is this.
Yes, yes.
It is this.
Mm.
It is this, your own presence, which is an empty presence. वो कहते हैं कि जब तक तुम ये नहीं जानोगे ना, वो सारा ज्ञान बेकार है.
So true. Like honestly, the depth I'm feeling right now in the last 10 minutes, like I realized कि मेरी resistance सिर्फ वही, like I said, uneasiness को भी नहीं, इस feeling को भी नहीं. Like I'm actually experience. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taru, would you like to share something from your ending?
And
I think that would also be appropriate at this, if you can, obviously, if you'd want to.
yeah,
There is no force.
I think she said uska mic nahi kaam kar raha. And you know the funny thing is, since I think last 3-4 days, my biggest challenge, I know it because you went through an illness to cancer, right? And I made mine has been more chronic. And somewhere in this journey, especially since last month or two, in your face, just after I had concussion, especially, I saw that I have a weird twisted identification to the body. Very twisted सी body के साथ. एक होता है to resolve, to sit with it, but a very twisted way of identifying with the body. I still haven't really figured it out, and I'm in no rush. But what happened is when I told you कि I was sitting with this ease, जो ये feeling हो रही थी, there was so much resistance in bodily sense. I don't know where it comes from. I feel personally that body has some sort of memory or yeah, kya hoti hai. But 2 days ago, I think I said it, I was very sick. I felt crap. Like Friday was hard. I felt feverish, like sare jo bodily physical sensation hote hain. I felt everything. I went through whole cycle. But this time I don't know, something was different. It felt like something was released like I said, yesterday, the last bit of it was maybe that depression feeling, but something was released, in that feeling and all that.
Wow.
And I'm not even attached to कि वो physically क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं, but something does happen on physical plane that kind of helps you.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if it's our own memory or conditioning, but I don't know. But in my experience, it feels something like that.
Beautiful.
So I think that's what I was something looking for. But I think sometimes your body brings out, जो तुम्हारा, I don't know I don't know the word, I don't know the verbiage, but for lack of anything better, I would say कि जैसे तुम्हारा subconscious है या तुम्हारा कुछ previous है, कुछ होता है. And
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've ever felt that with your illness, because I've been pretty.
Yeah. So you're talking a sense of tension being released from the body.
Yeah. And it felt really tight. It was like जैसे ना कुछ सी चीज को बाहर. Now looking back at it, that's how it felt. It felt so जैसे वो कुछ something got released.
Exactly.
And this has happened to me before too. And I haven't been able to kind of figure it or put it in a better way to what it is. But in my experience, I've had experienced it with something releases, and every time I feel lighter and lighter and lighter.
Beautiful. So it is, it is the sense of ego, that tension that we were talking of, that gets logged in the mind, that gets logged in the feelings, and that actually gets into the cells. So when in layers we kind of know ourselves more and more as that fullness, all those knots, entangled meshes, as if they kind of layers, they kind of leave us in layers, and they are also a part of the body, those tensions, and they are actually very strong.
Okay, bye Taru.
Right.
Yeah, and I think as much as I try to resolve it in thinking or space mein, I realize there is something to my physical this thing too. I don't know if it's a sort of like I said, I don't know the verbiage, the language, but for whatever words I can use, it's almost manifestations uski kuch hoti hai. And in a beautiful way, this itself is kind of getting rid of something in my body too. It's just like your outer is changing too with your inner. I'm not going outer beyond my body. I'm just seeing that changes in my body.
Bilkul,
No.
totally, yeah, totally with, yeah. All that can be said is just bask and enjoy whatever is going on. I think it's really beautiful to experience this happening in a lifetime. It's actually a blessing.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, okay, then I think
Okay, thank you so
thanks
much.
everyone. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Monica.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you for sharing,
Bye.
Jasmine.
Bye. Good.